So here I am, still on the road in the 70s and 80s with rock and roll bands. I can't forget to mention ABBA. Everybody knows the Swedish pop group ABBA. When they came out, those two girls, who didn't have the hots for them? So here I am again, Bob and I as personal bodyguard to ABBA. And one of my jobs, training two girls in their bikinis on the beach just about every day on the tour. Tough job, but somebody had to do it. And I think I mentioned before that Rolling Stone was so intrigued after talking to Linda and James, because they were talking about this guy out in the road with them. They did a cover story, and they did a story on this Aussie getting these rock and rollers in better shape when they came off the road than when they went on the road, which again was unheard of back then. And James was a great example. James had his issues, you know. When I started touring with him, I used to go to Martha's Vineyard training with the bow and different martial arts, and just got him hooked on the whole idea. And just a year ago, James was in Australia with Carole King, and he rang me up and he flew Judy and myself up to Sydney to hang out with the band. And some of the band, by the way, were guys that I toured with for all those years. They were backup musicians that worked with James and Linda and Fleetwood and different bands, so it was great to catch up with them. But James was, we were talking with Carole King, and he was nice enough. He said, you know, Richard actually changed my life. And again, I like to think it was the influence of the martial arts, not me. It's the martial arts, the influence of exercise, the whole spiritual aspect that really had a good effect on James. And he said, my addiction now is exercise. You know, that's his addiction. I thought, what a great addiction to have, just staying fit and healthy. And anyone who's seen James lately, he sounds better than he ever did. He's a survivor. I think it doesn't get better than that, and I feel like I had a nice positive influence on that result.